This is a short video about how to effectively drill a hole in sheet material, that being stainless or aluminum. This transfers over to drilling holes in your brew kettle for various add-on equipment, valves, set gauges, thermometers, etc. It's best to use a step bit rather than a standard twist drill. The reason is because of the flute. In a twist drill, the flute twists all the way up the bit, and because the sheet material is so thin on a pot as well as curved, when the bit breaks through the material, it can grab a small bit of material and ride all the way up the twist of the drill, and that can possibly deform the hole or leave a small bit of material that now needs to be ground off. This is especially true when drilling something as hard as stainless. A step bit has a flute that runs perpendicular to the cutters, so that sheet metal cannot ride that flute. The other advantage is that the next step in the bit can also be used to remove burr material both on the cutting side as well as on the back side. And I'll show that when I do my demonstration. So in my application, I need a hole that's going to be 5/16. So on my bit, fortunately, there's little markings of what each step is. This is the one that I need, which is 5/16. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small piece of electrical tape. I like electrical tape because it doesn't leave a lot of gooey residue on things. And I'm going to not mark the 5/16 section. I'm going to mark the next one up. So that's the next step there. I'm going to wrap that around, and you want to leave the cutter exposed. Okay. So that'll tell me where I need to stop. This is the lid that I want to put a hole in. This is going to serve as a hole for a thermometer, and I'm going to put the hole somewhere right about there. Okay, so you can mark your spot where you're going to drill with a hammer and a nail, which will help the bit stop from sliding, but I don't need an exact spot, so I'm just going to drill. There's a little bit of burr on that side, there's a little bit of burr on this side. So if I take the tape off, okay, you can put it back through, and this cutter will just lightly take that burr off so that you have a nice smooth hole on the top. Flip it over and do the same thing on the bottom side. Let that cutter just lightly take that burr off. There's still a little bit of burr here. Okay, I'm going to put it back through. And let that cutter take that burr off. Now it's nice and smooth, both sides. And that's what is the advantage of a step bit. So just as a final little note here, you can see that the hole is perfectly round. The burr is no longer there. Same with the back side. There's no burr there at all, and I haven't sanded, grinded, or anything. Alright, thanks. This is the reason why I needed a hole in the lid. I wanted to be able to put a thermometer through to monitor the mash temperature in my Brew in the Bag application that I use for making starter wort. And I'll be making another video on canning starter wort. See you then.